Good morning, Stanton, and welcome back to Star Citizen Wednesdays. Today, we are going to be taking out the Drake Golem for a little mining run, hopping over to Calliope. It is one of the more recent mining ships, technically a starter, and it is now available for purchase using in-game credits. Unfortunately, because it is a Drake, you have to go to New Deal, so we are in the shithole of Stanton at the moment. And Drake does things their own way, as you can see. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Generators to power. Once the doors close. Engines to full. Do we have VTOL? I don't think so. Anyway, let's just get a flight. Lights. So yeah, she is a basic starter mining ship, but the specialized pitman laser is basically on par with the Helix 1. It can be argued that it is better than the Helix, because it does have better range. Wow, this little thing can move. Let's set cruise, because I need to set power settings. Power management. Has one laser that's powered. Shields are full. Really needed on that, so thankfully it can power everything. I think it is a size 2, so we are good in that aspect. This new setup with the map is going to take some time to get used to, because we are in 4.3.1 right now. And where the hell is my node? Oh, it's over there. We should be out of Atmo. Wow. I have definitely not flown a small ship in a while. Or the changes to flight dynamics is that drastic. Holy crap. Yeah, they changed flight dynamics in 4.3, and they did a little tweaking in 4.3.1. What it looks like. Alright. Let's see what we got in here. Does have a VTOL switch. I'll have to actually look outside to see what VTOL activates. So I think a little guy like this can handle it, or have something of that nature. It must be the engines that it does. The side guys. Kind of makes it more like the mole in that aspect. I mean, aesthetically, it looks like an Argo. Yeah. If you were to ask me what manufacturer this was at first, I would definitely say Argo, because it doesn't really have the Drake feel to it. Because Drakes are usually just thrown together. This one actually had some thought put into it. But yeah, it's basically just a cockpit. You know, it's like the Prospector without the sleeping area. Interestingly enough, on the outside, you actually have a storage spot, and you have, what was it on the left side? Over there. Yeah, you have a weapon rack over there. I think there's another weapon rack over there for some reason. You know, it's a single seater. You don't have anywhere to go. And as a mining ship, I would really be interested in why you would need a weapon rack. Alright, so let's see. Heading out to Calliope. If I were doing this run in the mole, I would need to get a specialized cold weather suit, because Calliope is frozen as crap, more so than Microtech. So yeah, you'd hit up Tresler. I think Tresler is where you'd get the exosuits for those. But this is, you know, a pressurized unit, like the Prospector, so you don't have to worry about temperatures too much. Alright. We're almost at Microtech. I think Calliope is going to be one of the two on the bottom. Nope. I was wrong. And that's the reason why you replace your quantum drives with something that spools up faster. Alright, let's just pick a random spot. And let's go back to
Quantum drive is now off.
mining knowledge. You go into scan mode. When you scan, the number at the top, the 1730, is telling you what you're scanning at. So 1730 is most likely going to be a mineable rock. Just going to be over in that direction. Holy crap, that gear is loud. What do we have? Backslide for a starter? Jeez. 11... Yeah, that is definitely going to be challenging. Alright, I want to see outside. VTOL. Yep. I thought as much. Okay. Easy. On the left semicircle is your ranged target. Right semicircle is your mining state. The little guy at the bottom is your mining laser power. The bigger one with the red and green is your current progress. You're aiming to get in the green optimal zone. Shit. And you don't want to get into the red overcharge because that's where you start blowing up your rock and losing resources. Wow, that is amazing that I got that much on a first rock. And yes, this does take a while if you are at the limit of your mining laser's ability. Over here on the top left is the max range that your mine laser can hit at. The optimal is where it receives its most power benefit. Anything past here is just getting too close. Because once you're this side of optimal, it's not going to provide you any benefit. There's no bonuses for being closer to a rock. In fact, it's actually more dangerous because even if you do not go into overcharge, you can still have shatters damage your ship. And since these are rocks blowing up, it's physical damage, which is going to bypass part of your shields. So you can technically break your mining head and modules on your mining head if you're not careful. That's something that I should have picked up while I was at Lorville. I think they have a shop where you can get mining head attachments. Because Rigers definitely will help on this. Come on, sweetheart. We're almost there. Got a little bit of instability, which gives us some bonuses when it peaks, and some losses if it doesn't. So you want to stay within your optimal range. The window differs between what materials you have and your mining head laser. Like the Helix has a needle size optimal zone. Nope, wrong button. Nope, wrong button. What the hell did I just hit? What did they change the button to this time? There we go. God. And we switch over to extraction mode. Scan the rock. And it's still too big. Shit. So if composition is over 9.9 SCU, you have to do a secondary fracture. Like this one we can take. Normally, you don't want to put this much focus into cordium, but I just want to finish the video, so we're going to pick everything up that we can. This is going to be a complete ass run. Like that. That is just too big. These are all too big. Alright. So let's switch back to this. Drop power dramatically, because that is going to blow this thing sky high. Come on. There you go. That's what you do not want to have happen. And that is one of the bad things about lasers, which high instability. They jump all over the place. Come on, you're almost there. Nope, shit. Did it again. Using a mole for so long, it feels weird filling up this quickly. Come on. Scan, my little bee. Widow. Oh. I want to try to finish off decently. Yeah, since this thing is on par with the Helix, power is very, very sensitive. And I'm guessing that it's only going to take one mining head module. So either you go with a Riger 3 to give yourself that boost of like 20-25% mining power, or you go with the Flitter XL, so you have less inerts that you pick up. You technically could throw a Surge on there if you wanted that massive boost. And break a rock that you normally wouldn't be able to touch. No. Come on, give me the good one. Let's finish off big. Probably gonna need these two together. Yep. Oh, bite me. Alright. No, I want shit, lively. Oh, I don't even have. Damn. I'm seriously gonna have to hit up Tressler. Are you kidding me? Gear up, neutral off. Alright, let's find Tressler. Impressive. I mean, I did technically go from Hurston to Microtech, so it's kind of understandable. Where? God, I could hit Tressler from this part. Let me see if I can find a landing pad at Tressler. I don't want to have to sit in the hangar for a bit. Jeez, that was close. Wow, that burned through its burners fast. Alright. Set that. No, I want to actually look outside. Alright. Wait, why did we stop so far away from Tressler? That's interesting. Oh, let me see. Landing pads, landing pads. I do not see them offhand. I thought Tressler had some. Mistaken? No. Where's your docking ports? There we go, pads. Yeah, if you just want a quick stop and go for refueling, these are usually your best bet. Why is your landing speed so low? Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Little close there, sweetheart.
Landing complete.
Ooh, that was... Oh, I'm gonna need to change of pants on that one. Am I?
Launch complete.
You used to be able
Landing complete.
to refuel on these. Did they change that and I didn't remember it? Motherfucker, I'm gonna need a hanger now.
Launch complete.
Oh, even better. I'm in a queue. Should have just found a pad on Calliope. That would have been easier.
Landing complete. Launch complete.
Smarter. Yeah, there we go. Well, ATC is going to hate my ass.
Quantum fuel is at 100%. Launch complete.
Down.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yep. I'm pretty sure ATC is going to be pissed at me for that one. Alright. Now, what was I going to look at? Oh, I was going to look at the bags. Where it says Drake Interplanetary. That is one bag, and the second one is hidden in the shadows behind it. These are a little different than your MISC and Argo bags. They honestly look like 32 SCU containers at this point, but technically they are 16s. Since in total you have 32. So, as far as I know, there is no way to increase the Golem's storage capabilities. Unlike with the Prospector, where you can take Argo bags and put it onto the Prospector. Basically double the size. Oh, right. Well, we're in flight. I should open up the spreadsheet. Even though this run is going to be complete as... Take that off. Remove that. Done. Just So yeah, for a starter ship, in the mining aspect, it's actually pretty good. I would put it slightly above the Prospector, mainly because of the power of that mining laser, and the fact that you can go a little bit further away than a Helix, which protects your ship from blowback. The only downside to it is that you cannot really increase the cargo size. So you're stuck with the 32, always running that. And of course there is the glaring issue of it being a Drake, but you can probably look past that. And what was it again? It was... I think it was 1 mil? Yeah, 1 mil out of New Deal. So it's pretty cheap. What's Prospector going for? I mean, you could rent a Prospector. Yeah, Prospector's 3 mil. So starting out, it's honestly looking better than the Prospector. Obviously, if you're starting out, you'd rent the Prospector, buy the Golem, and then use the Golem to work your way up to the Mole if you want to focus on mining. Unfortunately, mining really hasn't seen much love and care and affection for quite some time. Back at Lively. Alright, this is the little guys, so we're gonna have the small hangars. Down Engage in VTOL. And gear down. Why is landing speed so slow on this thing? It's typically 30 with most ships. Touchdown. Firing off. And you exit basically like you're in Iraq. Like I was saying earlier, got a weapon rack on this side for some reason. Those are sidearms, and you got a weapon rack on this side for some reason. That looks like primary. Yeah, that's the Golem. And she...
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle. Your vehicle.
It's gonna go to night-night. Alright, so to finish up, we're gonna hit up the refinery, like always. Make the massive U-turn. Square and lively. At the refinery. And thank God they fixed the audio on the doors. Seriously, that was such a poor decision.
Management as soon as possible. Containment to management.
All right. Refinery center. That. And since we just had a patch update, nobody's been here yet. Pick the Dynex. I don't give a damn about speed. Jesus, 8 hours. That just feels weird. Alright, so we got 869 in the Bexlite. We got 1495 in the Cordium. 64,000 off of a mining run. Just, God, that feels weird. But that is the way things are when you're starting out.
I need someone for maintenance to get the ventilation control.
So let's get out of the refinery. It's stupidly loud here. Come on. God, it's loud there. But yeah, all the Drake shaming aside, the Golem is a very good starting mining ship. You start out with the Pitmen, so the laser beats the Prospector's starting laser off the bat. It's a third of the price. The only downside is that you can't upgrade the bags, so you're stuck with 32. Which you do a lot of quick small runs. If you're lucky and can do asteroid mining well and find good rocks to do asteroid mining, then yeah, you can work right out of a station like Lively here. I unfortunately don't have that kind of luck. But that is mining with the new Golem, which is available at New Deal. over on the Raging Dumpster Fire in Hurston. So we are going to call it there. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.